What is going on, guys? It's Pylum, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to do every single type of 90 that you can do in Fortnite Battle Royale. I am going to start out with some easier techniques and then slowly get to more advanced techniques and show you how to mix them all in and blend them in, and hopefully teach you how to do some new 90s. So before showing you guys the different variations, I recommend you guys practice your 90s on a creative server, preferably the block, just because it's flat and you won't get as much lag. And I recommend you guys practice with metal stairs, just because you can clearly see a definition between each of the different sectors of the stair. Whenever you are doing these 90s, you should stay, if you're doing the 90s with right, you should stay in between these two lines right here so you don't hit the wall on the left side. And whenever you're doing left 90s, I recommend you stay in between these two so you don't hit the wall on the right side of you. Alright, so the first 90 I'm going to show you guys is the most basic version of a 90. It is just two walls and a ramp like so. I don't see many people doing this anymore just because you will Harry Potter yourself extremely easy. I'll show you guys right now why I don't recommend doing this. I'll show you. As you can see right there, I Harry Potter myself. But if you have never done 90s before in your entire life, these are a great place to start. And I would recommend getting these down, just doing one, maybe two variations. I can do two sometimes, but I would recommend just getting these down before starting the next 90s I'm going to show you, which are the most basic 90s. Okay, so these 90s I'm about to show you guys are definitely the most commonly used in game. Everyone pretty much knows how to do them, so if you are just starting off, then these are probably the 90s that you're going to want to do after pretty much getting down the other 90s that I showed you before. So I am going to show you right now. So pretty much what you're going to do is place a wall right there, wall, floor, and then stair like so. So it's going to look like this, quick. And you are going to want to obviously stay in these two sectors so you don't hit the wall right here. That is very important in doing these, because hitting this wall may determine who gets high ground in a 1v1 fight. So I would recommend doing these consecutively, maybe one or two times, maybe three. It depends what type of situation you're in. These are all situational. So I would honestly just figure out what situation you're in and figure out how many 90s you're going to do based off of that situation. Alright, so after you guys have mastered those basic 90s that I just showed you, you guys can start doing some more of the advanced 90s, which are essentially, I wouldn't say more important, because you can honestly be completely fine and just stop the video right now and just practice those 90s and still get high ground. But these 90s are going to be a little bit more flashy and maybe more of your style, and you may be able to do them better than the basic 90s, which is why I'm going to show you them. So there are quite a few of them. I'm going to start with probably the easiest ones, which are the spider 90s, which look like this. I kind of messed up there, but pretty much what you're going to do is place a wall there, wall there, wall there, wall there. It's a lot like the basic 90s, except you are not placing a wall right here. And these are considered the most fast 90s just because you aren't placing a wall right here, and you are essentially good to go. You don't have to worry about hitting this wall, so you're going to have the most momentum on these 90s, like so. So you can do these in succession as well. I messed them up quite a bit, and a con to these is that you don't have as much protection as the basic 90s. As you can see, you're placing a wall right here, so you could get shot down easier doing these 90s. Alright, so the next 90s I have for you guys are known as the zigzag 90s. So these are a bit flashier than the other two types of 90s, and pretty much how you do them is you place a wall right here, wall right here, wall right here, wall right here, floor, and then stairs. So as you can see, this is a bit different from the regular 90s. It's got the same amount of materials that you are using, however, it's just done in a different style. And this may work for you better and not hitting the wall. I would say how you should do your 90s is based off of which 90s you don't hit this wall on. So you may hit the wall whenever you're doing these 90s, but you may not hit the wall whenever you're doing these. So maybe you should practice these more if you are less prone to hitting that wall on the side. Now these can be done in rapid succession as well. So you do the first one, then you just do the zigzag by going like that and just doing them again. Now I would say these are definitely hard to do in rapid succession. I would recommend putting other 90s. I just like super bad. Putting other 90s mixed in with these as well. So maybe go like this, then do one of them. So it's really, honestly, very versatile. You can really mix in any of these 90s with any of the other 90s that I show you. So as you can see, I'm going to do a spider 90, then zigzag, then regular. So you can really mix all of these in. It just depends how you want to do your 90s and how you are going to use them in game. So the next 90s I'm going to show you guys, I don't really know what they're called, but this is how you do them. So you're going to place a wall right here, wall up there, and then wall over here, followed by a floor, and then a stair. This is what it looks like fast. And it's just another technique of doing a 90. If you like doing this better, I really don't recommend doing these in rapid succession. That's them, what they look like in rapid succession. I don't really do them. They're kind of awkward to do in rapid succession, but they're great to mix with the other 90s. So like if you do one of these and then a zigzag, that works great just because of where you're set up right after you do them. Really great 90 to just base other 90s off of, honestly. I would not recommend doing them in rapid succession unless it's more comfortable for you. Again, that may only not be comfortable to me, and you guys might do them super fast and really good. I have no idea, but personally, I don't do them on their own like this in rapid succession just because I'm not very good at them. But it's really your guys' preference. I'm just showing you how to do them, and yeah. Alright guys, so the next 90 I'm going to teach you guys is actually one I found on my own. I've never seen anyone do this before, and I didn't really learn it from anywhere else. I don't know if this 90 may have already been created by someone else. I have no idea, but this is how you essentially do it. So pretty much you're going to place a wall right here. I kind of dip my mouse under so it naturally places the wall over there, and then you place one over here, go up, place a wall there, place a wall there, followed by a floor, and then a ramp. This is what it looks like, kind of medium speed, and then this is it fast. As you can see, sometimes I miss this wall right here if I do it too fast. Jesus Christ, this autosave is really messing me up. But as you can see, this is in a rapid succession. I don't recommend doing this consecutively just because it's kind of awkward. You can see that's pretty awkward, but I recommend mixing it with other 90s. So as you can see, you start it off like that and maybe do one of those. I don't know, it has the most protection out of all of them, so I would honestly recommend doing it. But if it's not the right 90 for you, don't worry. It's not really a big deal if you don't know how to do it, or you never, like, if it's just awkward for you. I don't recommend doing it, but yeah, if you guys like it, then use it in game. It gives you more protection than the other 90s. So I pretty much finished up with all of the 90s techniques for you guys, but there's one last thing that I want to say to you, and that is that you should practice all of these to the left and find which one works best for doing left 90s as well. Left 90s are actually really important. I didn't realize how important they were until I got into some build battles and I actually tried to do left 90s, and they ended up being terrible because I never practiced left 90s. But I've started practicing them and they've gotten pretty good, or at least some of them. I'm really good at doing the spiders left, probably my favorite one to do left, but it's a completely different mouse motion, so don't get worried if you can't do like these 90s, for instance, the most basic ones, like perfectly going to your left. I'm still practicing these. I'm not really good at them doing them left, but I can do the spiders, and I can do this. This is actually how I discovered this 90, is by practicing my left 90s, and I just started doing this. I don't know, it was pretty natural for me, and I can honestly do that faster to the left than I can to the right. Zigzags would look like this left. I actually have no idea. I'm going to try to do them. I think that's a zigzag. I have no idea. And then there's these to the left, of course. These are actually pretty good too. But I like doing the spiders. I do the spiders a lot to the left. and I'll do these sometimes. I don't know, it depends. But it's really good for whenever you're like doing some right 90s like this. Maybe you add a double ramp and then you can add some left 90s in there too. It looks really clean, and it may even be faster than using right 90s. I just wanted to show you guys some basic 90s that I've been doing, and hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys will get these 90s down. I recommend practicing them a ton in creative. It helps you so much whenever you're doing them in game by doing them in creative. Maybe get into some build battles with some people, try and use different 90 strategies against them, see which one works for you, and then test it out in game, and hopefully you will win more 1v1s and build battles. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm sorry I haven't really been posting much on my YouTube. I'm mostly streaming on Twitch, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll have a link in the description. But I'm going to try and post on here more frequently, maybe some highlights from my Twitch, and maybe some more tutorials like this. So just stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I got a $1 problem, Gucci is slide across marble, Louis duffel with the cargo, sorry I'll fuck you tomorrow, I got a bag to pick up, hat'll be mad, so what, you wanna smoke, pull up, all of my shit be tough.